Phoenix top rope off the top.
The match between the MFT teams representing Tama Tonga and JC Mateo against Rey Fenix and Shinsuke Nakamura was a real spectacle in the ring. With bright moments, dynamic team moves, and acrobatic tricks, it promised to be one of the iconic events of the evening. From the very beginning of the match, both teams demonstrated a high tempo and aggressive style. MFT started with a powerful onslaught, using a combination of throws and grapples. Tama Tonga and JC Mateo worked as a unit, using interaction to inflict damage on opponents. They performed several spectacular double moves, such as the suplex with a twist and the double throw. Shinsuke Nakamura, with his powerful technique, broke into the ring and began punishing his rivals with hard punches that shocked the audience. As always, his unusual and powerful punches found their target, forcing the MFT to carry out their attacks less often. However, Rey Fenix, with his acrobatic style, quickly took to the stage and showed off his incredible skills. At the speed of light, he performed a variety of tricks, including flips, spinners, and rope jumps, becoming the main star of the match. Fenix used all his resourcefulness to counterattack and create opportunities for his team. His single backflip from the third rope created a real sensation in the ring, delighting the audience. The intense final part was approaching the match. When JC Mateo tried to make the next powerful move, he couldn't suppress the onslaught of Shinsuke, who again applied his hard kicks. At this moment, Shinsuke had processed the opponents with a significant amount of aerial maneuvers, boosting the team spirit of his comrades. Suddenly, at a crucial moment in the match, Solo Sikoa enters the ring, distracting the referee with his intervention. This allowed Tama Tonga to sneak attack Rey Fenix. He ran a fast chokeslam using the element of surprise that had already cost his team victory. Winner, MFT, Tama Tonga and JC Mateo. The match ended in chaos when Solo Sikoa's intervention changed the whole situation. MFT was able to win a controversial victory thanks to a well-thought-out strategy and unpredictable actions, while Fenix and Nakamura left the ring after a hard fight, leaving a peculiar mark in this match behind the scenes. The match between Tiffany Stratton and Kiana James on the latest SmackDown show was a real highlight for fans of women's wrestling. Both athletes, possessing outstanding skills both in the ring and outside it, attracted the attention of the audience and commentators. From the very starting gong, both wrestlers started playing their finishers. Tiffany Stratton set the tone for the match with her aggressive play and powerful attacks. She used combinations of punches and throws, setting the stage for further action. Kiana James did not remain in debt. She used her flexibility and technique to parry and counterattack. As the match progressed, both athletes began to demonstrate their strengths. Tiffany, known for her acrobatic tricks, performed several spectacular maneuvers, including a slam from the third rope. Nevertheless, Kiana, with her excellent defensive technique, successfully avoided critical situations and counterattacked using her pain techniques and grapples, such as slow pain. The camera caught incredible moments when each of the participants demonstrated their physical abilities and the will to win. The final part of the match was full of tension. Tiffany Stratton, cheered on by the audience, launched a series of powerful attacks, finding ways to get to victory. However, Kiana wasn't going to give up without a fight, trying to use her stealth skills to seize the initiative. The final moment of the match occurred when Tiffany successfully delivered her prettiest moonsault ever finisher, causing Kiana to lose consciousness. This brilliant performance, combined with the need to keep both hands in the ring, decided the outcome of the fight. Winner, Tiffany Stratton. The match ended with a victory for Tiffany Stratton, which underlines her status as a brand champion. Both athletes showed a great match, and its entire course became a vivid example of how classic wrestling can bring elements of drama, emotion, and athleticism. After the match, Julia tried to attack the champion, but Jade Cargill, who returned, prevented her from doing so and saved Tiffany so that she could attack her with a catfish by making a heel turn. The match for the SSA champion title became a real event when Ilya Dragunov, the reigning champion, announced an open challenge. Aleister Black responded to this challenge, and the audience witnessed a truly exciting confrontation. From the first minutes of the match, it became clear that both rivals were ready to make history. Their fight was full of dynamics and tension, including a lot of reversals and painful moves. Knee strikes became the hallmark of this confrontation, and each action caused a real emotional response from the audience. There were a lot of Zelina Vega's interventions in the match. She tried to distract the referee many times, which played a role in the dynamics of the match. Her presence added to the tension, and many viewers expected her maneuvers to change the course of the fight. However, after the referee kicked Zelina out, the match became much cleaner and more unpredictable. But it was at this moment that Damian Priest stepped onto the ramp, adding another unexpected twist. He distracted Aleister Black, giving Dragunov a unique opportunity. Ilya skillfully took advantage of the moment and held his finisher, Torpedo Moskov, holding Black for victory. This moment was the culmination of an intense duel and allowed Dragunov not only to retain his title, but also to demonstrate his skills in combat. Winner, Ilya Dragunov. The match turned out to be a great example of classic wrestling with elements of drama, intriguing interventions, and high stakes. Ilya Dragunov and Aleister Black did everything possible to make this fight memorable for a long time. Not surprisingly, many viewers called it the best match on the show. The main event of SmackDown turned out to be truly spectacular and uncompromising. Jey Uso and Drew McIntyre met in a no disqualification match, turning the ring into an arena of fierce confrontation. Both wrestlers demonstrated incredible endurance and the will to win, using all available means to break each other. From the very beginning, it became clear that there were no rules here. The Uso and McIntyre used everything: steel chairs, commentators' tables, and even their own fists. The audience watched in fascination as their pets exchanged crushing blows, sparing neither themselves nor their opponent. The highlight of the match was the moment when Drew McIntyre, despite the fierce resistance of Jey Uso, managed to make the final Claymore, but the referee did not immediately react. Taking advantage of the confusion, Drew struck below the belt, which did not go unnoticed, but the referee apparently decided to turn a blind eye to this gross violation of the rules. After that, McIntyre held off the exhausted Uso, winning. Winner Drew McIntyre. However, the show didn't end there. Intoxicated by his triumph, McIntyre continued to beat the defeated Uso, demonstrating a complete lack of mercy. At this critical moment, Cody Rhodes came to Jey Uso's aid. To a deafening ovation from the audience, Rhodes rushed into the ring, attacking McIntyre. Enraged, Cody unleashed a hail of punches on Drew, forcing him to retreat. But when Cody turned away, Drew returned to the ring and knocked him out with his Claymore kick finisher. The release of SmackDown on October 24, 2025 was a real celebration for fans. The show presented 4 spectacular matches, which not only impressed with the quality, but also provided a logical development of the plots. In addition, 2 unexpected returns have added a charge of emotions to this evening. Each of the 4 matches offered something unique, from vital rivalries to eye-catching technical performances. The matches featured different styles and tempos, which made the show interesting and dynamic. All fights had a well-defined plot, which allowed the audience to easily follow the development of events in the ring. 2 moments that caused particular delight among the audience were the return of Jade Cargill and Damian Priest. Their appearances were real shocking surprises that added intrigue to the already exciting storylines. Taking into account all of the above factors, the October 24, 2025 issue receives a solid score of 8 out of 10.